Hey guys, what's up? I'm Dustin Mankin, this Excite Video Magazine, and it has been a minute since I saw you guys. You know, I just been really busy. I came back. I'm working on the process of getting my wife over. We're back in America, if you can't tell. Corona has wreaked havoc on my life. A bunch of the students where I taught at a private English school, you know, that hit about the time we were supposed to be doing enrollment and people weren't enrolling. And you know, they didn't come, so they were gonna have to knock me down to part-time, and I couldn't do part-time, so I just decided I would come back to America and try my luck here again. It's a little bit different after 8 years. I'll tell that story one day. Today's focus is we got a new car, and that car is a 2010 Nissan Cube. I know a lot of you guys are like, what are you talking about? It's like, I still have the 180. Actually, I still have a lot of videos for the 180. It's completed in Japan. I know that project video series has been going on forever, but I had a lot of photos and it takes me a while to kind of edit those photos the way I want to make it interesting. And I got really busy trying to get the drift content out. And I mean, let's be honest, I'm not the best at getting content out, so. But anyways, I wanted something that I could drive around in and kind of have an easy time getting around. I'm tall. The Cube's actually perfect for somebody my height. Actually, I love this thing. If anybody asks like what kind of cars I'm really into, I'm into S13s and I'm into Z12 Cubes. But let's go ahead and look at this Cube. So before I moved to Japan, I had another Cube. It was black, it was 6-speed, and it did take me about 2 weeks of searching and a drive to Pennsylvania to find another black 6-speed. The difference between this one and the previous one is this is black sapphire, so there's a little bit of blue pearl in it, and the other one was just a plain old KH3 black. I don't know, like you would think like the pearl would be better, like the blue pigment that they put in it. I kind of like the KH3 better, but I think this is going to look good whenever we get it resprayed and everything. And you know, I mean, it kind of leads you to what kind of collar accessories you need to have. Obviously, blue is going to go with this blue pearl, so that's a good way to like kind of keep my brain from taking me to like 50 different accent colors. I kind of know what I got to do. Some of the downsides of this car are that it has a lot of paint missing on the rear bumper. The fuel lid, it doesn't close right. It's kind of hard to tell in this shot right here, but it's way out of the panel gaps are crazy. It doesn't open right. We've tried to bend it back to get it to open a little bit better. I think I'm just gonna have to get a new fuel lid. That's cool. I haven't got to see underneath the car yet, so I don't know. It was a Pennsylvania car, so I'm assuming it's not gonna be completely rust-free or anything, but a lot of cars in Kentucky aren't rust-free either. It's dirty right now, so I apologize for that. It just has, I mean, we just went through a snowstorm and everything like that, so I haven't had time to wash it. Here in about a week, when I know most of the salt and stuff is gone off the roads really good, I'm gonna give it a really good undercarriage wash. I'll probably be doing that like every 2 weeks to every month now to keep it in the state that it's in right now. It had 3 hubcaps on it. I was going to a friend's house and one came off, and I just heard a little doot, doot, doot against the door, and then it took off ahead of me. And you know what? I was like, man, it only had 3 anyways. I just let it go. The other 2 is laying right over here on this bench. The front bumper, it's cracked, and I had to zip tie it. That was on my Instagram, like when I first got it. So I did that to keep it from flopping around. Like, I don't think that's cool. Like, I'm not one of those kids that's like, oh, cool, do zip ties. No, it's an ends to a means right now. What else is wrong with this car? Oh, there's a crack in the glass. There's a crack in the windshield. I actually didn't see that when I bought it because it was kind of late at night, and I took it getting hit in the light a certain way for me to be able to see that. And I was like, well, at least I want to paint the whole car. This car has been in an accident, I think, because one, the bumper was ripped, like I said, and after that I noticed it went into the AC condenser and the lower radiator support. This fender to hood gap is atrocious. That's all going to get fixed whenever I go through body work and stuff like that. I do have some cool stuff for this car. We'll just come back to the goodie room real fast. There's some stuff. I don't want to linger on anything too long. There's some kind of a bumper and a wheels and some other stuff just hiding up in here that I had to bring back from Japan. So I don't want to give away all my secrets for future videos, but these videos will take us back to Japan through the awesomeness of editing magic when I went to pick up these items, because I knew I was getting a Cube before I came back, and I made good use of my time there. In the next episode, we will talk about kind of what my plans are and stuff. I have an idea and have a couple different ways to go, because I did get quite a bit of parts, but I don't know if everybody will agree with it or like it, but that's cool. It's my car. We'll just check all that out. Would you like to see under the hood, and would you like to see the interior of this thing? Yes. Yes, you would. I mean, even if you're sitting there at a house being like, no, I really don't. I don't care about this. Yeah, you do. Let's see. Can we get this prop down while I'm holding the camera? Yeah, there we go. All right, the hood prop's in. And here is the under hood. It looks kind of rough. It looked cleaner than this when I got it, but whenever everything got tore up, it screwed with the liner down there. So the liner is done. If you could see, there is some flash rust here on that part. Everything's really dirty. This engine cover is really dirty. More flash rust. Rusty bolts. Some bubbly rust there. Rusted bolts. The engine, for those of you that don't know, it's a MR18DE. It is the same engine that is in the Versa in America. In Japan, I think it was in maybe like the Sylphy, maybe, which I think the Sylphy is like the Sentra, which our Sentra's got the 2.0. That's another story for another time. But yeah, man, here it is. Lifters are a little bit loud, but it's getting towards the last 500 for its oil change. I'm actually going to do that today, but we're not gonna put that on camera. I've done enough oil changes and stuff on camera. There is a little bit of rust in some areas, but I think it's mostly salvageable. This is a 10-year-old car, so I think it's going to be slight restoration and refreshing. Maybe not a restoration, maybe refreshing is a better word, and customizing at the same time. That's cool. Like, I like my stuff to work, and you know, I got a lot of stuff we're gonna end up doing to this thing. I'm starting to collect suspension stuff. These are sway bar bushings. These are Moog problem solvers. Everything that I'm gonna get is going to be the not the economy version. I'm going to get the good version. So these are the problem solvers. This is Moog's good line. Mevotech inner tie rods. This is the Supreme. This is Mevotech's good line. They don't look like this. This is a generic picture. I'm starting to collect all of that stuff, and I don't know when that's going to be, because I'm trying to put, like, my main priority right now is putting money in the bank. So that's why I'm kind of driving this thing around so haggard. And we'll just take a quick look at the interior. This is cool. My old one was a base, and this is an S. The base didn't have the chrome handles, and I always wanted the chrome door handles. It actually had the steering wheel controls too, which these don't work anymore because there is a new stereo in here, and that's the only thing that I've done to this so far. And this was, once again, something that was it was more about what I needed to do. Of course, there's nothing wrong with a new stereo, but at the same time, there's some places that I've forgotten how to get to here, and there's some places I've never been, and I do use my GPS a lot, and it's really hard to pay attention to a small GPS. Not to mention, it's illegal to hold your phone and look at your GPS. So I thought something with Apple CarPlay might be beneficial, and it has been really good. This is a cool thing. I don't know if many of you knew this about the Cube. It has a really cool headliner with those ripples in it. I'll probably do something with the headliner later. Let's look at the rest of the interior. These are the seats, and that is a Little Caesars ad down there. The seats actually aren't that bad. They're pretty comfortable in this car, but I'll probably do something with that. I don't want to talk about everything I want to do. I'm going to save that for something else, because this video is going to get way too long, and we don't want to do that. You can see the back from here. It's a little bit dirty. I have been hauling some stuff in here. But look, man, I'm 6'5", man. I'm 6'5", and I would say that's at least 4 to 6 inches of headroom. Like, that's nice, man. Like, you would have to get into a big American SUV to get into that much headroom. So this thing's really comfortable. That's one of the reasons I like it. There's not a lot of cars I can get into. My mom has a new 2021 Corolla. It's a great car. Really, if you need a cheap sub $25,000 car for a daily, like, I wouldn't hesitate to get the Corolla. But for me, even with the seat all the way down, I gotta get my head, you know, like this, and kind of wedge myself in there. That's not always that fun. So if you have headroom issues, like, I would do this. But if you get a Cube, 100% recommend that you find the one with the 6-speed manual transmission, because the CVTs in these cars are garbage. My mom had a 2010 Versa when I got my 2009 Cube originally back in the day. And my mom does not drive very much. My mom had 50,000 miles on that. My mom doesn't hot rod or anything like that. So, you know, none of the stuff that you would think, oh, well, that's why. And it was already starting to make noise. So that's it for this video. It's probably a little bit longer and a little bit more rambly than what it should have been. That's just how I operate. If you can see, I've got a new place to work. We're gonna get some of these clothes and this garage sale stuff out of the way. And that's gonna give me a really nice area to work in. And we'll talk about this garage space coming up in future episodes too, plus plans. And we're gonna get into some other stuff. Guys, thank you so much. Sorry the videos haven't been coming out. Like, there was just huge life changes. And, you know, unfortunately, YouTube is what went on the back burner. We'll try to get more content up. I don't know if it's gonna be weekly. I don't know if it's gonna be bi-weekly. Hell, it might be monthly. I'm not for sure. But just stay with me. And when my life gets a little bit more balanced out, you know, everything gets back into a regular pattern, I promise we will get some more content up. Thanks, guys, for staying with me. I love you guys so much. You are awesome. Peace.